You going to do it?
Bobby Pierce has been really good lately, guys.
No.
But I'm going with the winner of the Castro race here a couple weeks ago, the New Deal, Hudson O'Neal. All right.
You're playing to the home crowd. All right, Nutrient Ag Solutions start zone, 40 laps. 10,000 to win the 3rd annual C.J. Rayburn Memorial for the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series. We are underway, Dustin Jarrett.
And it will be Bobby Pierce for that early hole shot down the front straightaway. He'll quickly slide up the racetrack and try to take that outside line away from the 20 RT. And look at Jonathan Davenport. He's trying to go from 3rd to 1st on lap number 1, but he's got Pierce in front of him, and we've got a Dave Warren Power Sports caution as Dalton Wilson has slowed to a stop in turn number 2.
So it's the leader plus 3 to not do that, so it'll be a complete restart. And Dalton Wilson, a single car caution. Does he have a tire down? Not sure. And that Radliff 18D trying to check it out does not look like it. So he will have to go to the back. Being a multi-car caution, everybody gets their spot back. That was a single car, so we'll do it again. Hudson O'Neal in 71 won the Castro race here a week and a half ago. We'll back green next time around. 40 laps, complete restart, except for the 18D to the tail. Nutrient Ag Solutions start zone. Pierce and Thornton lead him to the green flag, Dustin.
Looked like a little better start that time for the 20 RT of Ricky Thornton Jr. We'll see if he's able to keep the momentum in the middle of the racetrack. Down the back straightaway, he is not, but instead he'll tuck back in line. Maybe second at the end of this first lap. Hudson O'Neal on the high side. Davenport was second at the end of lap 1. The first time we tried it, this time he'll be in 4th.
O'Neal using that outside down the back straightaway. The 71 car. Homer Jackson 100 winner knows his way around here for the lead out at turn 4. It's Pierce. O'Neal goes to second at 71.
Hudson O'Neal trying to tiptoe around the top of this quarter-mile Fairgrounds Oval, James. There's a look at the top 3 on your screen early in the going in this one with 28 cars on the track. Lap times in the mid-14s. It will not take them long to reach the tail of the field.
Right now, it is Bobby Pierce out in front, O'Neal, Thornton, and we got a car off the track. And caution flag, and it's the 7R of Chad Stapleton, 2-time track champion, Dustin.
Yeah, tough break for Stapleton as he has slipped off the top of turns 3 and 4, and that'll bring out a Dave Warren Power Sports caution 3 laps into this one. 37 laps remaining. So Pierce, O'Neal rolling the high side. Ricky Thornton Jr., Jonathan Davenport rolling that low groove, and then Tyler Erb has had some good runs here in the past.
Thanks to Jim Price for all the work he did here. We'll try it all tomorrow night, but right now we got 37 to go to honor C.J. Rayburn. It's Pierce, O'Neal, and Thornton at the Nutrient Ag Solutions restart zone, back underway at Brownstown.
And Ricky Thornton Jr. gets a little better restart than Hudson O'Neal. Those two drivers limbo through turns 1 and 2 to see who can go lower. Uncle T on the outside of Jonathan Davenport trying to take that 4th spot away, and he's trying to bring his uncle Dennis Erb. No, they're no relation with him.
Cousin Dennis.
Uncle.
See, they're trying to go 4 wide, at 3 wide almost. O'Neal and Erb on the bottom. Dennis Erb Jr. He won the Ira Basta Memorial here back in April, and he has moved into the 3rd spot in that Rocket Davenport. O'Neal tries to go through the middle up front. You're not missing anything. It's Pierce first, Thornton second. It's a hornet's nest behind him. It's Dennis Erb Jr. 3rd in the Heatherline Crew Chief 28.
Wouldn't this bunch things up in the Big River Steel chase for the championship? Right now, Ricky Thornton Jr. 2nd. Jonathan Davenport edged out Hudson O'Neal that last time by. Davenport is 4th. Tim McCready is 7th. Devin Moran has worked his way up to 14th, James.
You know, the run he had here a week or so ago in the Castro Flow 9. Right now, Pierce leads by about 7 car lengths. Bobby Pierce out at turn number 4. Heads down the main straightaway. Bobby Pierce, 4 career wins here at Brownstown. And we got a spin at turn 4. We got sideways. It's Tim McCready. And the Dave Warren Power Sports caution is out. We had a driver's door facing oncoming traffic, Dustin.
And I believe that means the blend rule will apply here, James. We'll have to check with Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series officials, see if that one came to a complete stop or not. If it did, it'll fall to the tail of the field. If it didn't, the blend rule, I believe, would be in place. We'll take a look at your FloRacing instant replay and see exactly what happened here with the one of Tim McCready. Here's McCready going through turns 3 and 4. And as you mentioned, driver's door facing oncoming traffic. And no, he did not. He did not come to a stop, so that driver will blend in with where he would have been running.
All right, on the restart, 32 to go at the Nutrient Solutions restart zone. Dennis Erb Jr. may have the best car on the racetrack, and he's got a good restart. And Dennis Erb Jr. is going to go to second already. 9th to second, DJ in the 28 car.
Yeah, Dennis Erb Jr. right now looking sporty. Only 2 wins this season. One came way early in the year at the Toilet Bowl weekend at Clarksville. Picked up another win over the summer at Quincy, the Summer Nationals. Right now, trying to find victory lane at Brownstown for the first time this season.
So he won an Northern All-Star Ira Baston Memorial in April.
Thank you. Yes, thank you very much. Good job. I appreciate that.
All BP 32 right now, DJ down the straightaway. Erb second, third is Thornton, fourth Hudson O'Neill, fifth is Mikey Marlar in the 157. Marlar up 5 spots.
And trouble for Dave Hess Jr. as he slows on the front straightaway and will limp that car off into the pit area. It looks like his evening has come to a finish. Meanwhile, this time by the stripe, 11 lap score and a 1.42 second advantage for the smooth operator.
Well, 34 wins this year as he comes out of turn number 4 down the main straightaway. Dennis Erb Jr., Thornton right through the middle. Then it's O'Neill in 71, Marlar, Davenport, English, Blair in the 111. Shepard in the B5, Moran in the 99. Moran still in that 10th spot. Right now, Thornton running for second on Erb down the main straightaway.
Moran actually moved up 1 spot the previous lap, then fell back to 10th. As you're looking at the battle for second on your screen, is the 28 of Dennis Erb Jr. going to relinquish that spot to Ricky Thornton Jr. So that is an important 10 championship points gained right there by Ricky Thornton Jr. if he's able to hang on.
Right now, Pierce will pick up the tail end of the field for the first time in this race off at turn number 4, 15 in the books. Right now, Thornton would take over the points lead in the 20 RT right there for Kohler Motorsports. Moran would fall to third, Davenport second. We still have, 24 race to go. Traffic off of turn 4 for your race leader around Corey Lawler is Bobby Pierce.
Yeah, Bobby Pierce with a 1.8 second lead over Ricky Thornton Jr. and Dennis Erb. 16 laps into this one. 24 laps to go. So quickly closing in on the halfway. Boy, Pierce quickly closing in on the 17 double S of Brendan Smith right there.
Devin Moran up to 9th, looking for 8th on Brandon Shepard. Down the main straightaway, Shepard still has the spot. So right now it's still Pierce, Thornton, Dennis Erb Jr., Hudson O'Neill, Mike Marlar, your top 5, the defending race winner in the 157.
Tell you what, things getting very interesting there for Bobby Pierce at times. At the front of the field, a high-speed game of cat and mouse between he and second place Ricky Thornton Jr. And now heavy lap traffic you see on the screen for your race leader, Bobby Pierce, 1 lap shy of halfway.
Around the 17 double S of Brendan Smith, the 12 of Jason James, 6 of Clay Harris, now behind the 1 of Tim McCready. So right now, off at turn number 4, the advantage looking good right now for the 32 car in a career year out of turn number 2. Second remains Thornton, but he's got 3 cars between first and second into turn 3. There's O'Neill in fourth. Dennis Erb Jr. right in front of him in the 3rd spot.
And Hudson O'Neill quickly reeling in the 28 of Dennis Erb Jr. as well. Remember, Hud was up to second at one time, and a caution flag shuffling back just a few spots now. You see he and Mike Marlar working the top of the racetrack, and we got 1 car boom brake slow on the back straightaway, and that will bring out a Dave Warren Power Sports caution for the driver of the XS Storage 99B. The 21 laps down, 19 laps remaining, and boom, slow on the racetrack. Looks like he is going to try to find an opening and make his way to the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. Corey Lawler going to bring his dad Poncho's 93 car. As boom breaks, Corey Lawler have made their way out of the Heartbeat Hot Sauce Hot Pit. They will tag the tail of the field. Your leader, Bobby Pierce, trips the trigger in the Nutrient Ag Solutions restart zone. James, we're back underway with 19 to go.
That did kill Longhorn out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Now does RTJ have anything for him? Thornton won here twice a year ago. Castro flowed out of the Lucas Oil 800 Series. Jackson 100. Thornton on the bottom. Pierce still leads. Third to the 3 wide into 1. Marlar. Are you kidding me? Boy, CJ would be proud of that move, wouldn't he? Marlar right through the middle of Hudson O'Neal and Urban. They're still at it trying to go 3 wide into 3.
I mean,
baby.
You talk about threading the needle. Holy smokes.
The move over the red horn was...
Oh, man. There's your slicker graphic, slickest move of the race right there.
Yes.
Stamped, sealed, delivered. And Marlar may not be done yet. He's quickly closing in on Ricky Thornton Jr. Well documented. The struggles, the turmoils a 157 has had this summer. That time by Circle gets the square. Moved the 157 up to the number 2 spot.
Started 10th. He won this race a year ago in a comeback win. He's not done yet. Mikey Marlar, the top at Brownstown, down the main straightaway. What do we got, 15 to go?
Something
turn
fitting,
number 1.
Something fitting about Mike Marlar in a C.J. Rayburn Memorial race. They were good friends. Marlar, remember the time he won the Hillbilly 100 in a C.J. Rayburn powered C.J. Rayburn race car, and you saw right there, he just got the right rear off the top.
And it was a steel block.
Yes, it was a steel motor in a C.J. Rayburn race car. Marlar there, you saw, lost a spot, James. No change in the championship 4. Actually, there is. Davenport has fallen down to 8th, you see on the left side of your screen there, upper left. Thornton 2nd, Davenport 8th, Moran 10th, McCready 22nd.
Moran still the Todd Steel Building's hard charger, trying to move up some more. Meanwhile, Pierce, man, Marlar, he had a shot there, but that was going to cost him as they come off of turn number 4. Mikey right now into the 3rd spot. English, how about Tanner English up to 4th? Tanner English started in 13th, looking for that Indiana U SSSA Bats Biz softball $500 bonus to a Kentucky driver that has never won a Lucas Oil race for Tanner English. That Coleman Farms 96, Dustin.
You know, I'm watching the lines being run here. 2nd, 3rd, 4th, all right around the bottom of this racetrack. Bobby Pierce, he's been kind of in the middle of this racetrack and fanning out the high side coming off the corners. You're looking back there in a great battle for 6th, 7th, and 8th at the moment between Brandon Shepard, Dennis Erb Jr., Max Blair, all right there together. That's Jonathan Davenport in the 49. He's fallen back to the 9th spot, and this time by 9 laps to go for Bobby Pierce, 1.5 seconds the advantage.
He's led it wire to wire, MD3, most laps led. Into turn 3, right now Ricky Thornton Jr. trying to make up time on the bottom. Thornton not done yet off of turn 4.
Heavy traffic.
1.1 was the last deficit. It's under 4/10 of a second. Oh, we got a battle for the lead down the back straightaway, Dustin. Bobby Pierce and Ricky Thornton Jr. in heavy traffic into turn 3.
Drivers in front of them battling for position at the tail end of the field. These guys battling for a win at the front of the field. 7 laps to go this time by. More importantly, Pierce slips up coming off the corner. That opens up the door for Ricky Thornton Jr. down the back straightaway.
Pierce has led all the way, but a new leader, and here comes Mike Marlar back in it. He's not done yet. Off at turn 4, a dandy at Brownstown. Ricky Thornton Jr. out in front. Pierce 2nd, Marlar 3rd. Out at turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Oh, baby. Here comes Mikey. But how about it? Ricky Thornton Jr. in traffic got the lead, and here he comes.
He would have the series points lead after tonight if he's able to hang on and win, James. 5 laps to go for RTJ. Top 3 all within the same half straightaway of each other. Thornton, Pierce, and Marlar coming around this time to 4 laps to go in heavy lap traffic.
Bobby Pierce right there about 2 car lengths back. Marlar 3 car lengths back. Got a turn number 2. Down the back straightaway. Ricky Thornton Jr., Bobby Pierce, and Mike Marlar. 4th is Tanner English. 5th is Hudson O'Neal off of turn 4. Thornton behind the 17 SS of Brenda Smith. Where do you go?
I don't know. I don't have the answer, but you got to go somewhere because the Wolves are behind you. They're coming, man. Less than 3 to go for Ricky Thornton Jr. Pierce right there. Thornton keeps the nose of the 20 RT glued to the inside of the track.
Into turn 1, here comes Pierce. He's about a car length and a half back. Marlar about 3 back down the back straightaway.
Oh, nice move.
As he gets around Brandon Smith, sets a pick there between the 32 and the 20 RT. Thornton off of turn number 4. The Barrett's Performance, 1 lap to go for RTJ.
Final time around for the driver, originally out of Chandler, Arizona. He won the Jackson 100 1 year ago. He's going to kick off the weekend with a win tonight in the C.J. Rayburn Memorial. It's Ricky Thornton Jr. Bobby Pierce will finish 2nd. 3rd goes to Mike, and I stand corrected, Marlar nipped Pierce at the line, James. Marlar nipped him by 3/1,000ths of a second, or 3/100ths of a second at the line. Then Pierce third, Tanner English fourth, Hudson O'Neal finishes fifth.
Wow.
Unofficially, your championship four saw Thornton get the win. Davenport was 9th, Moran was 10th, and McCready was 19th. And as you like to say, it's unofficial till it becomes official.
But first, we wait on him to climb out of the race car. We'll talk to your Big River Steel top three. How about it, your feature winner, Ricky Thornton Jr.? Sunoco checkered flag in hand. The confetti flies. The kids are celebrating. And they're down here in victory lane as he picks up the Lucas Oil, the V1 feature win down here in Lucas Oil victory lane. The CJ Rayburn Memorial. And down here gets hugs from the kids. Well, we'll get you around front, Ricky. I tell you what, I'm going to put you next to this trophy right here. Let's step up here. And first and foremost, before we talk about it, to win any race that has the name CJ Rayburn on it, you're a student of the sport. What does that mean to you?
Oh, it's awesome. Obviously, he's a big pioneer of the sport, so it was pretty cool. We got to run at Circle 30 earlier this year for his other memorial race, so it's pretty cool to be able to pick up both of them. But you know, this win's all thanks to my crew. They been busting their butt this week. Longhorn, Bill Stein, been talking to them a lot too, and just trying to get our balance a little bit better. And I felt like we were pretty good there around the bottom. I think Bobby is still a little bit better off the bottom, but overall it worked out for us, and hopefully we can have another one of these tomorrow.
Lap traffic was everywhere tonight, and obviously that played in your favor. How hard was it to be patient out there? Because I'm sure you didn't know how close the guys behind you were.
Yeah, no, it's super hard to be patient, and I almost felt like I was in a better spot than Bobby just because I could slow down and see him move out and trying to get around the lap cars and stuff like that, but then like he'd pass the lap car but not really get out. So I knew there towards the end I got behind a couple cars and they were really good around the bottom. Like I feel like even if I follow them to finish out the race, like they're gonna have to really be good around that middle to get around me. So it worked out for us. Car was pretty awesome all night. Hopefully you can have enough speed tomorrow. Like I said, I think Kohler Motorsports, Sunoco Race Fuels, Hoker Trucking, 5-star building, shocker hitch, certified inspection, EMD wraps. Just there's so many people that help us. The boys, Chris, DJ, Ricky, my wife, my two little boys, my little girl are here. Gotta thank all the fans for coming out, especially the couple on the back straightaway that was flipping me off all night.
Well, I tell you what, you enter this event, you're 60 points out of the lead. Unofficially, now the points leader. Tomorrow night, obviously, Eldora, though. But does this give the team the confidence they need to go after this championship now? To go from a lot of people doubted you. They said you couldn't do it. You win tonight, your first full-field victory with the series since you joined this team. Is this the confidence boost you need to get your first series title?
I think so. It's not that we've been way off the pace. It's just trying to figure out that exact balance you need. It's tough to win these deals no matter where you're at. I feel like here, for some reason, it suits me once it gets slick and it's really methodical around the bottom. So I feel like our car's getting better and better, and I feel like I'm getting a little bit more confident. And obviously, you know, racing's a big confidence thing. So my crew's never gave up, and it's shown.
The CJ Rayburn Memorial champion, Ricky Thornton Jr. Second on the Big River Steel podium here tonight. We'll slide over and get a word with him as Mike Maurer catching a word with Bobby Pierce, and we'll talk with Mikey first. He's talking with Bob Pierce down here, and Mikey goes from 10th to 2nd. Mikey, there was one restart there. I thought we're going to hug it out. It's been a while. Welcome back to the Big River Steel podium. There was a moment I thought that maybe you were going to repeat in this, but you come home second. How big was this performance tonight for this team?
It was huge. You know, we've had a rough time, and I just hate for my guys and my team, you know, Skyline and Josh and Gary and Cody, my wife Stacy, everything she's got to put up with when I'm running bad. So, yeah, it's been a rough summer, but, you know, I was digging hard for CJ there. I thought I put her on my lid there coming off for that lap, and just didn't get there. But, hey, it's a good race. The fans seen a good race. Bobby and Ricky, we had a little excitement there at the end, and Ricky snuck in there. So, and, you know, that's a rare thing to see Bobby get caught up in something, you know. So it was an awesome race, and definitely glad to get this 157 anywhere near the front right now.
Talk about that last lap. How were you able to get second at the line?
I just one of the guys there pinched Bobby down a little bit, and I didn't really have nothing to lose. And there was a little bit of crumbs I could get in, so I got in those crumbs and rolled him a little bit. And he was probably pretty frustrated, I would imagine, too, with everything that happened there. So, but yeah, it was just snuck through there, you know, and thought I was going to get the lead there. Just didn't hardly get there. And they all four running the high side was really thin, you know, so I got over. So fun racetrack, though. Again, once again at Brownstown, awesome racetrack, awesome crowd, and, you know, been a awesome year running Lucas. You know, I really had a lot of fun with it, and haven't had the results I want, but, you know, these guys will toughen you up and make you better, too.
Race fans, Mike Marlar comes home second on the Big River Steel podium. And Bobby, I know this is probably one of your more disappointing third-place finishes, man. You controlled the race. What happened late? Thornton said it was probably toughest on you to be leading. Is that how you felt as well?
Yeah, I mean, you know, there's a couple guys out there that don't need to be racing and a couple guys that need to retire. So they're going 3 wide and they're running dead last. So it is what it is. We'll just I have to get through there better. If I got door mile away, do what you got to do, because, you know, it's tough. We had a good card, so you got in dirty air, and, you know, once you catch the lap traffic and they're throwing the crumbs, it's just your car changes and you're not quite used to it. So we had a really good car. I think we were able to win. We just had a really bad corner there. He missed it, and I got into him. And it's tough, you know, when you got this good competition here. And, you know, Marlar, I don't know where he started, but it seemed like he had a really good car around the top, and I didn't expect him to be there to pass me. So it is what it is. We'll get the bumper fixed, go on tomorrow. We got a long 100-lap race, so see what we got for him.
All right, guys, Bobby Pierce rounds out the Big River Steel podium in third. Quite the way to start this Jackson weekend. Jackson 100 weekend with the C.J. Rayburn Memorial Champion, first time Ricky Thornton Jr.